Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 1st. We're just going to jump right in here, Cancer, and we are going to see what is going on for you at this time. I'm just going to do a Celtic cross this week. I have my setup back, but I want to make sure everything is working before I do like a bunch of videos and, find out that the recording didn't work somewhere, but we'll see. I've learned through many failures of videos that you don't want to commit all the way, right? But you start off here this week with the World card, so a lot of success coming in for you, I feel, and some completions. It's kind of like, what I would call like a cycles reading, although I feel like there's just one thing that you're kind of focusing on probably over the next few months. This is the area of the next few months where the Ace of Pentacles is. And the Ace of Pentacles is like something that you really take care of, something you nurture into existence. But I feel with the World card that there is an accomplishment coming in for you. I feel really good about this. I mean, I love the World card in general, but I just feel like you're feeling, kind of like you're resonating, at this time. Some people read the lady in the middle of the World card as like an intersex being because she is a combination of all the energies that exist. It kind of has these two wands. Like one could be like the Magician's wand, where she creates with her thoughts and her feelings and all those other things. The other wand could be kind of just like one that she creates things with her hard work and her actions and things like that. So she represents someone who is like totally integrated. But I'm seeing this more for you as being more just kind of like in the flow, kind of resonating at this time. So what's the problem? Well, your crossing energy is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is kind of like, first off, the crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you. So it's not always a bad thing, the crossing energy, but I do feel for some of you that you could be dealing with just like other people's thoughts. And you see this person back here, right here, and they're meant to look kind of jealous of that guy that's on the horse. You also see this wreath up here, which also represents an accomplishment. It is a card of accomplishment. It's a card of having done a good job and doing things well. And sorry about the blinking, but this is why, again, I just am doing these shorter readings, although they're not going to be shorter, but because I wanted to work out the bugs in this. But anyway, again, you can see that wreath, which is kind of like tied to the World card, kind of looks like the wreath that's on the World card. So there are definitely some accomplishments. The only thing that could hold you back with this card is other people, right? So I would avoid other people's negativity, other people's BS here, Cancer, especially this week. In the area of your thoughts, you have the King of Pentacles. For some of you, I literally feel you could be thinking about an earth sign or a water sign. Take it how it resonates. So if you're looking for love, there could be one of those two signs coming in for you. I also feel you're very focused on stability. Just based off the astrology, I think everybody is focused on stability and also values as well. This is Taurus right here, the King of Pentacles, but we have Uranus in Taurus right now. I've said that between now and 2025, like the end of 2025, I feel that pretty much everyone in the collective is going to be super focused on values, what you value, creating more value, and values could be like experiences. So Uranus and Taurus is really great because it could allow us to have more experiences that we enjoy. It's like maybe you haven't been able to travel, but you value traveling. You could be looking for ways, this in the area of your thoughts, that you could travel more or that could allow you to travel. And so this is where people I really feel are discovering freedom for the most part. So, some of you could also be focusing on creating more of that freedom, like the freedom to choose when and where you work. All those things come up with Uranus and Taurus, but I definitely feel like you're focused on those things. In the area of your foundation, you have the King of Cups. Pretty good because King of Cups has a very strong a very strong emotional foundation. If we look here, he's kind of in the middle of the ocean, but he's perfectly fine. He's even sitting in some choppy waters, but he's not really worried about those choppy waters. So I feel that some of you are kind of in a good place, or you're getting to a good place as far as your emotions and feelings and your foundation in general are concerned. And I feel like you're just very focused on kind of creating your own happiness, and some of you could even be taking some time to explore your emotions as well. So it's like you could be exploring love, you could be thinking about it. I see that here at the end of the reading. You could also be exploring your feelings about money. In the past, you have the Page of Swords. I do feel some of you are removing like a difficult person. Maybe, it kind of strikes me as a person who doesn't understand how to break up. That's the best way I would put it for you, Cancer. So if you've been dealing with a person who's been like spying or watching you or who just won't leave you alone, the good news is this looks like it's in the past, so I feel like you're kind of leaving that behind. I also feel you could be receiving some answers. Page of Swords is a card of curiosity, and it's showing up in your past position, the energy you're moving past. Sometimes when I get the Page of Swords in the past position like this, I feel like there may be some answers that you've been looking for. Could be about literally anything. And this, whenever I have it in the past like this, again, to me it kind of says like you're getting answers or you have received some answers based off of like any question that you have. In the near future, you have the Devil. I would definitely be careful of any toxic behaviors, any addictions, things like that. Again, I'm not saying you have those things, but if you do, then I would be careful of that. If there are things that control you negatively, I would be careful of that as well. But I do feel like there could be a Capricorn or someone who has a lot of Capricorn or Earth, just in general, in their chart, coming in for you in love if you're looking for love. I also feel, I don't really feel bad about this because, again, here in the area, sorry about that, here in the area of the next few months, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles really tells me that you're kind of like taking care of something that is, you're taking care of something like a garden, There is a garden right here in the Ace of Pentacles, and it really represents something that needs to be kind of raised into existence. You see these mountains here as well, right in that archway. The mountains kind of represent accomplishments in the tarot. So I feel like if you are like putting your time, effort, and energy, if you're really like raising something into existence, it's going to be like very, very successful for you with the Ace of Pentacles. So, I would say if there's any big opportunities, anything that you see is having a lot of potential, I would definitely kind of look into that with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a card of potential. That word is popping into my head. The other interesting thing about potential is the Strength card. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Strength card. This is all relationships, not just love. And what I would say here is that I do feel like you could be kind of just working with other people. Strength card, pretty good card for socializing. I feel like people see you as strong at this time as well. Again, with that Six of Wands, you could be dealing with like a little bit of jealousy or... Sorry, I just wanted to mute my phone there. You could be dealing with some like jealousy or some other issues with that Six of Wands. But Strength card says people are seeing you as strong. People are looking up to you clearly at this time or over the next few months here, Cancer, with the Six of Wands. And the Strength card just says keep going. Keep doing it. This lion, you can see here that it has its tail between its legs, and it represents the fact that it is submitting to her. I feel like anything that is requiring strength, anything that is requiring you to stand up for yourself or against other people, I feel like they're saying keep being you, keep doing you, and that's all you need to do. I also feel that, the Strength card is a card of a daily practice. It is a card of doing something day in, day out to find success. And so if there's something that you see as having a lot of potential, like a business idea, a job, a career, a relationship, whatever, I feel like this is saying as long as day in, day out, you're doing the thing, you have some sort of daily practice, then I feel like it'll be very successful. In the area of your future feelings, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is kind of like good card, bad card as far as I'm concerned. What I would say is you have some pretty strong mountain imagery in this reading with that Ace of Pentacles. You can see here that his head and his heart are in alignment. And sorry, I'm not using this camera because there's something wrong with it at the moment, although it seems okay right now. But you can see his head and his heart are in alignment. And one of my favorite people of all time, Greg Braden, says, when your head and your heart become one, you can move mountains. So I feel as long as you are in alignment, as long as you are focused on what you want to accomplish, you will be accomplishing really great things. And in the area of your outcome, you have the Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor. Definitely could be love coming in for you. I do see love here. Could be a water sign, earth sign, or a combination of both. Could be any sign, general reading, but I do feel there could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. The other thing is that he is kind of, maybe planting seeds. You can see that he's in the desert, but there's this water that's flowing in front of him. And this kind of represents the fact that he's in the desert where maybe it looks like there aren't very many opportunities for him to do the things that he wants to do, but he could easily just plant seeds in front of him. So that's what I would do with this Knight of Cups. I feel like it's saying take action on this Ace of Pentacles because there is a lot of success coming in for you. Let's see what's going on here. With the World and the Six of Wands, you have the Tower. Again, I would be very careful of other people kind of messing up your day. I feel like if people are like, if you're dealing with haters or any of that stuff, again, I would just say that, they're just haters and I would just avoid it at all cost. For some of you, by the way, Tower and the World is really not that bad of a combination. It could just represent a move. So if you're moving, some of you could be moving. For others, to me, the Tower is necessary. To me, the Tower brings us back down to reality. That's the whole point of the Tower. So maybe you've experienced a Tower moment, but the Tower, you always build it back stronger. That's the whole point of the Tower. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands. I feel like you need some excitement here. King of Pentacles is just like, I don't hate the King of Pentacles at all, and I don't always feel this way, but the King of Pentacles can be just a little bit conventional, like a little bit too boring sometimes. Again, not always true, right? But, sometimes I feel that, especially when I get a card like the Knight of Wands. It can say that something is almost perfect, something almost has captured your attention, whether it's a person, an experience you want to have, a business you want to create. I feel like it just needs a little bit of spice, and I feel like I've said this to you before. It's like I feel like something needs to be a little bit more spicy, a little bit more exciting, a little bit more something, right? And so we might have to look into that. With the King of Cups, you have the Devil. I would definitely be careful of anyone toxic returning from the past. It might not even be someone toxic from the past. I feel like there just could be, if there are people that you've dealt with in the past, or if there's a person you're dealing with now who just seems toxic, they probably are, is what that's saying to me. With the Devil, sorry, you have the King of Wands. I feel like you have 3 kings now. I feel like the King of Wands is saying be bold, be assertive, really go for what you want. I kind of feel you could be also protecting yourself from a toxic person, like we said with that 6 of Wands. So if you're dealing with a person who's like toxic, who has bad behavior, whatever, I would avoid that at all cost. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands. Again, there could be someone that you're very attracted to that's coming in for you. The King and Queen of Wands to me are kind of like, that to me is a very strong connection, those 2 cards, and they are both very attracted to each other as well, the King and Queen of Wands. So I feel there could be like a very strong connection coming in for you with the King and Queen of Wands. I also feel that both of these cards, look at this, Knight of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, like very motivated, very bold, assertive energy. So if you're gonna grab onto like an opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles, something that seems like it has a lot of potential, I would make sure to like really grab onto it. I would make sure to really make something happen with that, Queen of Wands energy. With the Strength card, you have the Sun. Some of you definitely could be dealing with a Leo or someone who has a lot of Leo in their chart. But other than that, I mean, again, coming up in your closest relationships, to me, this says you could be having a lot of fun. You could be enjoying yourself, doing things that you enjoy, all that other good stuff. And, in the area of this of your closest relationships. The Sun reminds us to be also like more childlike as well. It is kind of like the energy of your inner child, which you can see right here. That is your inner child. So anything that you can do to spend time with other people, all that other good stuff, probably would be a good idea with the Sun card. I also feel you could be getting a lot of attention. I mean, clearly you could be very attractive at this time. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. I mean, these are all cards of attraction and attracting other people. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is like something coming to an end. Again, Four of Pentacles could just be something that you've been holding on to for a very long time. So, to me, this would be saying that it might be a good idea for you to kind of leave comfort zones or to, get out of a comfort zone. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the King of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. So you have the King and Queen of Pentacles. Love it. As far as love is concerned, these two here would represent something, much more long-term, something that lasts for a long period of time. So if you're looking for love, very good for love. I would also say this is really good for anything permanent. The Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity. So again, if there's like a big opportunity in career, work, business coming in for you, I would definitely take the opportunity. I feel like it's going to be something permanent, something that really probably lasts a very long period of time. Let's see what is going on with this Knight of Wands. You have the Chariot. Chariot is about kind of taking control. Again, it's funny that I'm saying that. I feel like something needs to be a little bit more spicy, a little bit more exciting. Chariot is your energy, Cancer, but it's also like a card of like really taking control. With the Chariot, we really have to grab onto something. We really have to be the one to make something happen. It's also kind of like the as above, so below card. He has stars in his canopy and moons on his shoulders, and so it represents as above, so below. It represents needing to kind of like imagine something as you want it to be. Whether it's like a new experience, a relationship, doesn't really matter. But I kind of feel that here with the Knight of Wands, that if you feel like something needs to be more exciting, I would imagine what it would look like if it was more exciting, right? You also have the Six of Swords. I feel like there will be improvements in something. I would be careful of like too much forward thinking. This came up for someone else as well. I don't remember who, but what I would say here is sometimes with something like this, Six of Swords, it does say that it will improve. Sometimes I think we can maybe go on a first date with a person, for example. I'm just giving you what I'm getting here. And so some of you might be going on a first date with a person. It's like maybe the first date, maybe they're a little nervous. Maybe they're just, not putting their best foot forward right away. Whatever the case may be. It's like, I feel like sometimes, everybody says first impressions are most important. But, at the same time, it's like sometimes you never know. Someone might be having a bad day. Someone might not be, on their best behavior that day or whatever, right? And I feel like this is saying, I'm not telling you to give someone a second chance, but because I feel like you would want to, right? If this is a first date, I feel like you see this as an opportunity. You're like, oh, they're okay, but whatever. Maybe it's not love at first sight right away. Maybe you don't fall in love on the first date. But I feel like this is saying things are going to improve. Things will get spicier. Things will get better. Same thing with the business. Like maybe you try a business and things don't go perfectly exactly how you want them to do the first time, right? I feel like this is saying don't give up, basically, because I feel like the future is much brighter than whatever happens first. Let's put it that way. I feel like that's what this reading is saying. So don't give up, Cancer. This looks really good. Love it. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.